We're setting up a new vlog camera.
It's really compact and lightweight, you guys. Like, I mean, come on.
Could be worse. There's that guy way over there. I will never get used to this height difference. Like, literally, Phil is in the shot. The Corsair Vengeance A4100 offers a professional streaming setup out of the box with the included Elgato 4K 60 Pro video capture card capable of recording 4K HDR10 gameplay at 60 FPS. The Vengeance A4100 series features high-performance Ryzen 7 3000 series processors and an NVIDIA RTX 20 series video card with plenty of performance to play today's top titles with incredible detail and frame rates. To see the complete spec list and to learn more, click the link in the description below. We are setting ourselves up right now for a live stream that we're doing tomorrow, actually, where Steve from Gamers Nexus is going to kick my ass at a troubleshooting challenge that Linus is hosting. So by the time you guys see this video, though, that will have already happened. I've already kind of tweeted out once, I think, the link. I've kind of like been off Twitter recently because Twitter's Twitter. So here's what we're doing. We are setting up live capture stuff for our cameras, audio, and all that because Linus's team is going to have to capture all of the audio, and this lens is dirty. Sorry, I just noticed. If you guys see any spots, I'll clean it in a second. So Linus has to capture our video feed, our audio, but I have to be able to hear them. So here's the premise. And again, you guys can go and probably watch the VOD or the video on demand if you missed it, because like I said, this video is going live after that stream. So the idea is they sent Steve and I two identical systems with identical parts. And I guess there's a giveaway involved in this too. Like, I guess we're giving away the system and the monitor and the peripherals and all that sort of stuff. And Linus is handling all that, not me. But I guess what's gonna happen is both systems have been sabotaged. It has been saboteur! They have been sabotaged in the same way. And I don't know what that means or what that entails. Like, I've intentionally done things to computers to make videos to show you how to fix it, but I've never done it and tried to trick someone with it. So they sent us spare parts with it, and neither Steve or I, if Steve followed the rules so far anyway, somebody else had to open the system to make sure it survived shipping. Phil did that for me. The idea is that we have to, and this was the early concepts, and I don't know what the new rules are, but the early concept was apparently these systems were like 3D marked, scored, and we have to get them running, and then we have to get a score comparable to Linus's. Again, this is if the rules haven't changed. I really don't know. So they have to be comparable to Linus's, and whoever does it first wins. So and I guess we can go into prediction mode, right? My early prediction here is that there's gonna be some BIOS stuff that's screwed up. Well, let's put it this way. Maybe there's gonna be a problem that's gonna require a clear CMOS to fix, which means we're gonna clear whatever overclock settings are in there. Now, why would he have us have to match a score if there wasn't overclocking involved? So I have a feeling already we're gonna have to troubleshoot a system, get it running, and then get comparable overclocks, whether it be GPU and CPU, probably both, to whatever Linus's score was to get there. So we have like 3 hours to do it or whatever. It's kind of funny though, you look at the Twitter comments, and there's a lot more people saying, I'm gonna kick Steve's ass at this than I was expecting. Because Steve is so analytical, but I think that might be his fault in this. I think that might be his Achilles heel.
Like overthinking.
So how cable management screws every speed build I do, I think Steve's own brain is gonna ruin this for him. Seriously, I think he's gonna have to do 42 different iteration tests. He's gonna have to do sanity checks, and he's gonna be like checks and balancing this and doing that and referencing blah blah. I don't think any of that's really required for most repairs.
Graphs on the live stream.
Oh yeah, he's gonna show 72 different possible graphs. I know it sounds like I'm talking stuff. I mean everything I'm saying about Steve, to be honest. And I think
that's why we love him.
That's why we love him, because he is the antithesis of us.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what's gonna make this a good stream to watch, because I think people are also like, hey, Jay's an idiot. I think he'll stumble across the solution. So it sucks for Steve. It's kind of like the guy being called out by a woman MMA fighter. Oh, it's like, wait a minute. If I win, I'm the guy that beat up a chick. If I lose, I'm the guy that lost to a chick. Either way, I lose. Now, yeah, I know there's obviously very, very powerful female fighters out there.
So that means you're the female MMA fighter?
Pretty much, because that's what Steve is going through right now, is if I win, well, okay, I'm Steve freaking Gamers Nexus. If I lose, stuff. I lost to the guy that does this stuff. Back to today's topic. We are just behind the scenes vlogging, us getting it set up. So what we're gonna be using here is an Elgato HD60 Pro. We're only doing 1080p capture, so that's fine. We're using the PCI Express card because lag-free. Anything that runs through USB tends to be a little bit laggy, unless it's a newer card that's like USB-C. But I have used this for live streams in the past when capturing from our Sony cameras with the HDMI out, and it's always lag-free. It gives us a dual stream of video and audio, which means that when we connect to the stream with Linus, which I think is being done through Discord, it makes it very simple. We don't have to deal with other kinds of like sound capture devices and stuff. So my wireless mic will be picked up by the camera and sent to Discord. I am just gonna have to have a way to hear them. And for that, I'm just gonna have my Sony Bluetooth headset or headphones. What are they, the X1000s or whatever they're called?
HDMI.
Oh yeah.
And then into Elgato. Hey. Hey. Jay told me to vlog, so this is my vlog.
So what we have to do right now is secure our HDMI, because it's a really loose fit into the FS5, and so we need to make it so that it doesn't move. Because otherwise, if it moves, then it will lose signal momentarily.
And now people know why the SDI cable has a bayonet mount.
This is like every time you go to Best Buy, you're out with the camera section, you're like, yeah. And that's exactly why people expect us to lose and win. What I started to say earlier is I'm really shocked at the amount of people that are like, oh, Jay's totally got this in the bag. I'm like, have you guys watched any of my videos?
Yeah, clearly they're not subscribed. So I think it's working.
So this is the part that always sucks with these behind the things scenes. Phil and I are sitting here now trying to get OBS Ninja to see our camera setup. So obviously we're got picture and audio coming over HDMI into our capture card, and OBS sees it as an audio source, and Discord is not seeing it as an audio source, and neither is OBS Ninja. So it's just strange. We've dealt with this sort of stuff before. Normally we just live stream with our own hardware from OBS, but this is odd because we're having to send our stream to someone else. So this is the stuff that always sucks. But that's why we do this setup ahead of time, because doing it the day of is always a bad idea. Especially since we're starting at like 9 in the morning. I don't troubleshoot computers at 9 in the morning on a Saturday. Someone's probably watching this right now. It's simple, you just gotta blah, blah, blah. But when you've never used it, you know, for the first time, it's...
Audio destination. Okay. No audio sources detected. What the f?
So that shot that Phil did with me on the bench, yes, I know I'm fat, so I'm eating a salad full of chicken and corn and kale and more chicken and salsa. A little bit of cheese. The cheese, at least it's white cheese. I mean, I could have gone without cheese, but it's not too bad. I just want to point out, I've been losing weight again, okay? So shut up. Actually, you know what? Call me fat all you want. It doesn't bother me. Yes, I know. I basically was like, this is my impression of Steve right here. It's like a little hair flip. Look. Hi. People think I'm Tech Jesus, but I'm just Tech Jesus. I think people are getting in his head. I think the amount of people that are like, oh, Jay's got this, are getting in Steve's head, because now he's like, do I got this? Hey, why isn't anyone saying Steve's got this? Actually, lots of people have said Steve's got this, but back to what we were talking about. So it was a little misleading. So the setup here is going FS5 HDMI output into, and we don't use HDMI when we do our recording here. Normally we use SDI, which is a much more professional interface. So if we had some sort of an SDI capture card, then it would have been fine.
Exactly.
And it probably would have been bulletproof, and that cable wouldn't be coming loose on us.
It probably would have also cost $16,000 because that's SDI for you.
What's $16,000 to a YouTuber though? I mean,
yeah.
Anyway, so what we're doing there is we're being captured to the Elgato card. Then we have to use virtual camera for OBS, which is a plugin that basically takes OBS, turns it into a digital, like a virtual camera. What we're doing from there is it's being captured into OBS Ninja, which is a web interface that allows Linus's crew to grab our feed as a source, as if it were in their computer, and plug it into their streaming software. So there's a lot of hops that's happening with this signal. And I'm really curious over 3 hours how much it's gonna...
I'm legitimately surprised that it was this easy at all, honestly. Like, yeah. Even with this, you know, we had to spend a couple of hours.
This would have been awesome if this existed when Tech Talk was around. So anyway, I think I said earlier in this video that the stream was at 9. Doesn't really matter if I got the time wrong. Like I said, this video goes live after it, but it's from 12 to 3. I know I was thinking 12 is what time we ended. I knew it was 3 hours, but no, it's 12 to 3. I'm not even gonna ask you guys to predict who would win.
You should comment if who you thought would win before the stream won.
Do you think they'd still be honest?
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, if you want to comment, okay, fine. Comment who you thought would win and who won. Be like, I thought blank would win, but blank won. I thought Jay would win, but Jay won. But still, you could form it that way. That's fine, whatever. Trying to think if there's anything else I can do in this video to make it a little bit more worthwhile. Oh, we got some trash thrown away. A little bit. There was a bunch.
Finally.
So we've got an issue here at our complex where I don't know what happened.
Are we publicizing this now?
Yes, absolutely. The first year we were here, man, I was just like, this is so nice having these big dumpsters out here. We don't produce much trash. I mean, some cardboard now and then, but as you can see, I keep most of it.
Sorry.
Yeah, we keep most of our trash.
Yeah, I know.
This one's just cost me every 2 weeks. But anyway.
Gets the wrong ad in videos.
The last video we put live prior to this one that had the Corsair cooler ad in there, that wasn't the ad that was supposed to go in there. Corsair was cool about it. We were actually supposed to do their pre-built A4100. Phil just heard A100 and put the A500 air cooler in there.
To be fair, why would those two products be named the same like scheme? They're completely different.
No, 500 is way less than 4100. Anyway, what I started to say about the trash. When COVID happened, suddenly some of these businesses picked up and there's a lot of import-export. And then suddenly they are filling the trash cans the second they're emptied. And the problem is they empty them here in the afternoon, like long after we're gone usually, like way in the afternoon, evening time. And these guys all worked like till late. Like I think they had multiple shifts. And so by the time we get in the next day, we can't throw anything away. So I'm being charged a cam fee here, which is part of our trash and water and groundskeeping and all that sort of stuff. And we can't even fucking throw anything away. So I'm getting ready to like literally be that tenant that's like, hey, I hate to complain, but you know, we produce the least amount of trash in this building and we still can't throw it away. Allow me to show you why. That's why. And they're gonna throw that stuff in there as soon as it's gone. What a way to end the video, complaining. All right, guys. Anyway, we're gonna go. I don't know how long this vlog was, but we had to kind of like double duty this. So, double duty. Speaking of which, my hot salad's getting cold. So
and your cold $4 tea is getting hot.
But it's certified organic.
That's like more expensive than a beer, honestly.
I know, right? No, well, it's crappy beer. But anyway. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.